Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I am coming to you live from Schlentz Gym on the campus of Brookline High School in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity boys volleyball season opening contest between the visiting Dragons of Boston Latin Academy and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. Brookline hoping to get off to a good start to what is certainly intended to be another deep postseason run. Brookline coming off a season last year where they went 13-7 in the regular season, finished 8th in the MIAA Division I power rankings, made it to the round of 8 before losing in 4 sets to number 1 seeded Needham, the eventual state runner-up. After Needham saw their streak of three straight state championships snapped by last year's champion Newton North. Boston Latin Academy, a Division II opponent. Last year they went 15-6, finished 6th in the D2 power rankings, but suffered a tough upset loss in the round of 16 to number 22 Chicopee Comp. So both teams, strong programs in their own divisions, both hoping to go further than they did last year. Let's see how they do. Apologies for getting this started so close to the start. I was trying to track down rosters. You know, start of a new season sometimes logistically can be a little chaotic. And so, you know, might potentially get some numbers or some names wrong, but I want you guys, the audience, to help me out here. If you see anybody that you recognize and you're like, wait, this isn't that guy, the roster has it wrong, I encourage you to correct me on that and let me know. The team's getting ready to take the court here. Brookline, the home team, setting up on the right side of the court. The starters for Brookline. We have number 3, a sophomore, Kais Alfakuri. Number 20, another sophomore, Luca Galucci. Number 99, a junior, Liam Raybold. Number 21, a junior, Amir Tomer. Number 19, a junior co-captain, Alex Smagula. And number 1, a senior co-captain, Kristaps Vivars. Subbing in as the libero in place of Raybold is number 17. Number 17 listed as senior Adam Lamb. Boston Latin Academy coming out with their starting 6 as well. I'm going to try and pick them up as we go. I see number 2, Tri Duong, as their libero. And getting set for the opening serve for Boston Latin Academy is number 7, Theodore Teddy Stylianopoulos. So here we go. It's the start of the 2025 season. The serve is up. Received by Lamb, set up by Smagula. Vivars the spike. Vivars starting off the season in style, getting the first point off his first spike. So the first kill of the new season, who else but Kristaps Vivars, the leading offensive force for Brookline as a hitter. Had 35 kills in 3 rounds last playoffs. And Alex Smagula with a strong serve. Boston Latin Academy just barely able to get it over. Smagula sets it up for a tap over from Kais Alfakuri, but he misses it wide. One to one as the Dragons go back on serve. It'll be Duong sending it over. Officials just checking things with the scorers table to make sure everybody's rotated properly. Duong's serve is taken by Vivars, and Smagula sent it too close to the net, and they're going to say Brookline touched the net. That was just tough for Brookline right from the first hit, and strong pressure at the net from BLA's, I believe, number 10, Timmy Lewis, I think. As the Dragons take a 2-1 lead. Duong's serve taken by Lamb, set by Smagula. Alfakuri, the spike is dug out. Oh, but a miscommunication. Not quite a kill that time, as it was dug out well by Stylianopoulos, but just an error on the part of the Dragons. Now Vivars on serve. His serve received by Stylianopoulos. Followed up and pushed over. Received by Galucci, set by Smagula, and a bit of miscommunication as Lamb bumps it over. Now the Dragons setting up, and it's bumped over by number 9, received by Lamb, set by Smagula. Tomer, the roll shot, received by number 1, Jarvis Hune. Now they set up for Timmy Lewis, who sends it long. A lot of confusion on both sides during that sequence. A little bit of first game sloppiness there from both teams. Serve from Vivars goes just long. Vivars loves putting topspin on his serves, and that time he aimed to drop it on the back line and just a little too far. Now for Latin Academy. Checking in to serve is number 15, who was not on the roster I was given, unless that's number 16, Kang Lee. Yeah, that is a 16. I just read it wrong. Number 16, Kang Lee to serve. The Brookline bench doing jumping jacks as the official was checking the rotations. Lee's serve taken by Vivars, set by Smagula. Alfakuri the spike, just wide. Kais Alfakuri was a big presence as a middle blocker during his freshman season last year. Now they seem to be setting him up as a side hitter, so he's transitioning to a different position. Could be some growing pains for the sophomore there. The serve this time taken by Lamb, set by Smagula. Spike Galucci out of the middle. Luca Galucci started to make his presence known a little bit late last season, and now making his presence known here this season with a nice hard spike out of the middle there. On serve now is Adam Lamb. And his serve goes into the net. Folks, I already said if I'm messing up any names to correct me in the live chat. If you notice anything wrong with the audio or video or anything like that, again, let me know in the live chat. Sometimes it comes through weird on my headsets and I can't always tell. This serve received by Vivar, set by Smagula, and a hard spike from Liam Raybould. Liam Raybould is a force out of the middle for Brookline. Led the team in blocks in the postseason last year. I believe he had 6 blocks in 3 rounds of the playoffs. Alfakuri's serve received by number 9, Baez. Awkwardly followed up, but they push it over. Taken by Tomer, set by Smagula. Another spike from Raybould, but this time it goes into the net. Couple subs checking in for Latin Academy, including number 12, Randy Lee, who will go on serve. Six to 5, the Dragons lead here in the first set. Lee's serve barely dug out by Alfakuri, set by Smagula. Vivars can't get it through. Couple bad spikes from Brookline back to back. give the visiting team a 2-point lead. This serve taken by Lamb, set by Smagula. Tomer misses into the net. 3 straight misses from 3 different hitters, and Brookline calls timeout. A tough start for Brookline here in their first game under first-year head coach Lexi Delacruz, who is making his coaching, regular season coaching debut on his birthday today. So Brookline hoping to get their new coach a win on his birthday, but off to a bit of a rough start. You know, those of us who have watched these guys in years past, we know they can execute offensively better than what they showed on those last 3 points. You know, there may be a bit of first game jitters. You know, some guys are playing in new positions, but you still got to execute. You know, these are top-ranked teams that have deep playoff pushes, you know, in mind. You got to start strong. Out of the timeout, Lee back on serve. Received by Vivars, set by Smagula. Alfakuri launches it long. 4 straight spiking errors for the Warriors. This one different. Oh, wait, nope. No, they gave it to him. There was a deflection, or was there? I'm confused. And so is the scoreboard. It was a miss. 9-5, Latin Academy leads. This serve taken awkwardly by Vivars, but kept alive by Smagula. Roll shot Tomer, received by Randy Lee, set by Kang Lee. And a spike off an awkward angle, but it's dug out by Smagula, followed up by Lamb, tapped over by Tomer, dug out by Urbaez, set by Kang Lee. Roll shot chased down by Vivars, followed up by Smagula, tapped over by Tomer, received by Urbaez, set by Kang Lee. Tap is blocked by Raybold. A strong rally there, and Brookline needed a point there, and Liam Raybold delivered with a big block to stop the scoring streak as the Dragons had scored 4 unanswered points. Now on serve, Amir Tomer. Received by Duong, set by Kang Lee. Spike by Gabriel Ugoji, number 5, misses into the net. Brookline trying to answer back those 4 straight from the Dragons. Tomer's serve taken by Duong, chased down barely by Kang Lee, and Urbaez could not get it over. So 3 straight points for the Warriors, cut the Latin Academy lead down to 1. This serve taken by Duong, set by Kang Lee. Roll shot over, drops in from Teddy Stylianopoulos as he ends Brookline's streak at 3 straight. Latin Academy stays ahead 10-8 after that one. First proper kill for the Dragons, as it's really just been a lot of Brookline errors getting the points. This serve dug out by Vivars, set by Smagula. Vivars flies and sends it to the back line perfectly. Kristaps Vivars, the first player from either side to have multiple kills. Now it will be Liam Raybold going on serve for the Warriors. This serve taken by Duong, set up for Lewis. His spike Could not be. Wait, it's still alive! It's still alive! Brookline got it over, and now Latin Academy with some difficulty with the ceiling, but they get it back over. From Alpha Curry to Smagula to Vivars. And the senior co-captain has 3 kills. What a chaotic point. How about the efforts of both sides keeping that point alive in the midst of the confusion? What happened was Gallucci initially failed on the block but managed to tap it just enough. I think it was Smagula who had the heads-up play to get the second hit. And then someone else, I don't even remember, it was so chaotic, came in and just, you know, managed to bump it over. And that technically counts as 3 hits because a block attempt does not count towards the 3-hit limit in volleyball. If you try to block and then you follow it up with a second hit, that only counts as 1 hit. The officials might be discussing to see if Brookline made any illegal, like, under hits or something like that during that chaos. You know, we'll see how this goes. You know, I do give credit to Latin Academy as well, as they also, while in starting to celebrate a point they thought they had won, suddenly found themselves having to you know, try and scramble and keep the point alive, and they did. They got it over, even with the chaos of the sort of cross-shaped ceiling dividers that we have here at Schlunt's Gym created a bit of chaos for them, but they still kept it alive. So I give credit to both teams. And after the official discussion, they keep the point call as is. So 10 points apiece here in the first set, as Raybold goes back on serve. Served is taken by Urbaez, followed up, and now Lewis misses the spike into the net. Brookline takes their first lead in a good bit, as they are now up 11-10. This serve goes long. And that lead is not long-lived for Brookline, as it's tied back up at 11. Stylianopoulos going on serve for the Dragons. And it's barely received by Tomer. Chased down by Smagula, and they try. I give them credit for trying, but that one right from the jump was a rough one for Brookline. Bit of a late reaction on the first hit, sent it off on a bad angle. And while Brookline tried to hustle to keep that one alive, no dice. Another serve from Stylianopoulos, taken by Lamb, set by Smagula. Gallucci's spike deflected and recovered by Urbaez. Set for Urbaez, and it's blocked back. Not sure if that was Vivars or Gallucci or both, but either way, a great block from the Brookline players there. It looks like it was blocked by Vivars. Smagula the serve, taken by Urbaez, set up and pushed over, taken by Vivars, set by Smagula. Gallucci's spike blocked, but he recovers. Followed up by Smagula. Tap over by Alpha Curry. Diving dig, could not make it happen. Kais Alpha Curry, he had a rough start to this set, but he comes through with some precision there. (13-12), Brookline leads. And a hard serve dug out by Urbaez, followed up by Hune. Lewis, the spike, sails long again. The Dragons have gotten a number of points off Brookline errors, but they've been struggling to get their own hits to work properly. So far, just 1 kill for Latin Academy in this first set. Serve from Smagula off the ceiling. And could not be followed up. I'm going to count that as the first ace of the match, credited to Alex Smagula, as I wouldn't really call that an error of any kind on Latin Academy's part, and it wasn't really a full second hit. Timeout called now by the Dragons as Brookline, with 3 straight points to lead 15-12. Brookline's starting to settle in, starting to zone in here on offense, get some of their plays executed properly. Out of the timeout, Smagula goes back on serve. And that one goes just long. Smagula seems to be trying for harder and faster serves this season than in seasons past. Might be a new wrinkle to his game that he's developing. Could be exciting in the games to come. But for now, Duong back on serve. And we got a whistle. Oh, did they spot blood on Smagula? Is he going to have to sit out a play? It looks like that is the case, as Brookline High athletic trainer Alex Jazik coming by to, put some pressure on the wound, as it were. Been a busy day for both Jazik and myself, as we both came over here to Schlentz Gym from Downs Field, as we were both working at the Brookline High girls lacrosse season opener earlier this morning. The Warriors getting the win on the lacrosse field by a final score of 13-10 over Newton South. And you can check out that broadcast as well on this channel. We had a little bit of some Wi-Fi hiccups here and there during that broadcast, so I'm going to be posting a fully recorded version of that later tonight. The weather is not great for outdoor play today, but it's they played through it, and now we're indoors and happy to be indoors. Out of the stoppage there, the serve received by Lamb, set by Smagula, and Vivars just missed wide. Oh, Vivars had a great angle there. He was, really threading the needle through the blockers, but just missed wide. The serve received by Vivars, set by Smagula, and Galucci sends it to the back corner. Great spike from Luca Galucci for his second kill of the day. A close first set so far, 16-14. And Vivars whiffs on that serve, sails it long. And it's a 1-point set here, as we're starting to get towards the later stages of the set. Those of you who have watched volleyball, you know that once a team hits that 20-point threshold, it can really get in the psyche of your opponent. So that's kind of the race here. Both teams pretty close to getting to that magic 20 mark. The serve from Kang Lee, taken by Lamb, chased down by Smagula. Roll shot by Alpha Curry is blocked, recovered, and that's too many hits. And Latin Academy ties it up. What happened was Alpha Curry recovered it after his hit was blocked, but then they lost track of the hits. Lee's serve, received by Vivars, set by Smagula. Alpha Curry, the spike down the line, missed it wide. Like I said, still some growing pains for Alpha Curry as a side hitter, as a timeout is called by Brookline. And folks, remember, if there's anything you'd like to say, I encourage you to say it in the live chat or to send me an email. If you're not able to use YouTube's live chat system, or if you're not comfortable using it or what have you, then you can send me an email with any comments you might have. You know I mentioned things like correcting me on player names or pointing out technical difficulties with the stream, but also if you just have any comments, it could be as simple as go Brookline or go BLA or go Warriors or go Dragons, no matter who you're rooting for. We appreciate the good vibes from fans. And you can also shout out your favorite players. Maybe you're tuning in to watch a family member or a friend. You know, maybe you're an alum tuning in and you want to shout out your former teammates or something like that. You know, we always encourage that. And, of course, let us know where you're tuning in from. It can be fun to hear about where people are tuning in from. First set coming down to the wire here in the season opener as we're out of the timeout. Kang Lee on serve. Received by Lamb. Set by Smagula. Tomer taps it, but he touched the net. More sloppy execution from Brookline. That was a pretty well-placed tap by Tomer, but he just flew a little too far and ended up touching the net. This serve taken by Vaivar, set by Smagula. Tap over by Galucci, deflected and dug out, followed up by Duong. Urbaez, the roll shot, received by Tomer, set by Smagula. Tomer, roll shot, deflects, and they called an illegal, I think they called an illegal touch on Latin Academy that time, so no kill, but Brookline does get the point. Adam Lamb on serve for the Warriors. Taken by Duong, set by Kang Lee. Urbaez the spike, sails it long. This serve received by Stylianopoulos, set by Lee. And tap over by Ugoji, dug out by Tomer, but too far. We can call that the first kill of the day for Gabriel Ugoji, as it's a 19-18 lead, still close as we head into the late stages of this first set. It'll be James Urbaez going on serve for the Dragons. And his serve sails long and ties us back up at 19. Boy, I know I talked about the race to 20 points. I didn't think it would come down to basically a deuce situation to reach 20. Alpha Curry, the serve dug out by Duong, but couldn't be followed up. Count that as an ace for Kais Alpha Curry, as Brookline is the first to reach 20. But it's so tight that there's not really much of an advantage to it like there normally would be. And the serve off the net cord. Alpha Curry coming in clutch with back-to-back service aces. And a timeout is called by Latin Academy. And you can see just how surprising that was. I was still showing the replay when I played the replay of Alpha Curry's second ace. It just started showing the tail end of the previous replay. So huge 2 points there from Kais Alpha Curry on serve to give Brookline a multi-point lead here in the later stages. Like I said, this is where sometimes the psychology of the game comes into play. You know, you feel your opponent getting closer and closer to that magic number 25 to win the set, and it starts getting in your head, and then any single point that gets messed up, it gets even more in your head and compounds on itself. We'll see how Latin Academy responds out of the timeout. The serve taken by Duong, set by Kang Lee. Ugochi, the spike, gets the kill. Bit of a mistake by Brookline on the receive there. Might have been able to let that one go out of bounds. Instead, Gabriel Ugochi, the southpaw hitter, gets his second kill of this first set. Now Randy Lee on serve. Off the net cord, but Smagula somehow got to it. Pushed over by Tomer, taken by Ugochi, followed up by Randy Lee. Long spike, Stylianopoulos hits the back line. Tied up at 21 as Teddy Stylianopoulos gets his second kill. Lee's serve, taken by Lamb, set by Smagula. Raybold was blocked. A big block. I think that was number 11, Sada Sek, on the block there. Wait, no, Brookline got the point. My mistake. There must have been some kind of a violation. I don't know, I might have to check the replay or something. I was confused there. Tomer's serve sent back on one and sent right back by Kristaps Vivars. Vivars with his fourth kill of this first set. And a big one there to put Brookline up 23-21. That reversal on what looked to be a block by Sada Sek has really been a huge momentum swing for Brookline. Again, every single point becomes a huge momentum swing when it's this tight, this late into the set. We're starting this season off with a thriller. 23-21, Brookline 2 points away from winning the set as the officials checking things at the scorers table. But while Brookline is just 2 points away from winning the set, Latin Academy is just 2 points away from tying us up at 23, which would effectively put us into a situation similar to deuce in tennis, where you got to win 2 points in a row in order to win. Tomer's serve off the net cord. Amir Tomer with the service ace to put Brookline at set point. This serve taken by Duong, set by Kang Lee. Stylianopoulos, the long spike received by Tomer, chased down by Lamb. Long spike Vivars, deflected, chased down by Duong, but he couldn't hit it right. And it ends on a kill by Kristaps Vivars. 5 kills in the first set for the senior co-captain. Despite the chaos. Wait, what happened? Oh, I thought that was... Okay, that was actually my mistake. I lost track of the points somehow. I think they called one back. Maybe they called one a mulligan. I don't know, but it's after a serve into the net, it's 24-22, so still set point for Brookline. But my mistake there. 24-22. Number 1, Jarvis Hune on serve. Taken by Vivars, set by Smagula. Vivars deflected, taken by Duong, followed up by Hune, bumped over by Sek, received by Alpha Corey, set by Smagula, tap over by Raybold, diving dig by Duong, followed up by Urbaez, bumped over by Lewis, dug out by Lamb, set by Smagula, spike Vivars! Perhaps it couldn't end with anyone else but Kristaps Vaivars. I thought he had the set point a couple points ago, but here he gets it for real. His 6th kill of the first set delivers the finishing blow. Brookline takes the first set, 25-22. The unofficial stat totals that I have at the end of that first set, like I said, I have Kristaps Vaivars with 6 kills and 1 block for Brookline. Luka Galucci with 2 kills. Liam Raybold, 1 kill, 1 block. Kais Alfakuri, 1 kill, 2 service aces. Alex Magula with 1 service ace and certainly some assists as the team's primary setter, but I'm not able to keep track of assists. And Amir Tomer with 1 service ace as well. For Boston Latin Academy, 2 kills each from Gabriel Ugoji and Teddy Stylianopoulos. And that's all I had for the offensive stats for Latin Academy. That might be a little better. Oh, you are in the shot if you're trying to avoid that, but you're not covering up the actual court. Yeah. So a close set for the first set. Brookline taking it by a narrow margin of just 3 points. The second most narrow margin you can possibly win a set by in volleyball. We got our first notes in a live chat from D. Webb saying Latvian Laser the GOAT, referring, of course, to Kristaps Vaivars, who had himself an electric first set, 6 kills. You know, to put that in perspective, if this game were to end in 3 sets, Vaivars would be on pace for 18 kills for the day. And the highest number of kills he had in any of the postseason rounds last year was 17, as he had 17 kills in the 4-set match against Needham in the round of 8. But that's just the kind of firepower that he has. I mean, in a 4-set match against Lincoln Sudbury last year, Vaivars posted 29 kills, which was a really impressive mark. But that's just what he's capable of. The big thing for Brookline is that other guys have got to step up and, you know, execute a little better. Not a lot of offensive points for Latin Academy in that first set, but just a lot of Brookline mistakes, so they've got to clean those up. We see some slight changes to Brookline's starting lineup here in the second set. A switch at the libero position, number 7, Andrew Bacon, in at that spot now. And on the front line, we see number 12, Connor Christopher, in the game. Alex Magula, the first to serve. Received by Duong. Set by Hune. Spike is blocked back. And it's Connor Christopher making his presence known immediately with a block on the first point. Smagula back on serve. And it's off of Stylianopoulos, somehow chased down by Duong, but no dice. I think we can call that one another service ace for Smagula. Again, hard to consider it a service, any kind of receiving error on Latin Academy's part. And this serve dug out by Duong, chased down by Hune. Lewis tried to punch it with his left hand after he kind of misread the location of that second hit. 3 straight points to start the set for Brookline. This serve into the net. That one ended up coming off the side of his hand. You could see the immense side spin on that one. That wasn't what Smagula was going for. Now on serve is Tri Duong for the Dragons. His serve received by Bacon, set by Smagula, spike Christopher. The senior Connor Christopher, after not playing in the first set, making his presence known here in the second. First with a block and now with a kill. This serve received, chased down by Hune, bumped over by Lewis. Taken by Bacon, set by Smagula, spike Gallucci, dug out by Duong, and could not be followed up. Luca Gallucci with his third kill as he's really starting to establish himself as a presence out of the middle for Brookline. The serve from Vaivars is taken by Urbaez, chased down by Duong, and Lewis couldn't quite bump it over. A slight change in trajectory on that second hit because of that that cross beam on the ceiling. And Brookline off to a great start here in the second set as Latin Academy calls timeout. And it really is just, you know, when they execute, Brookline is well in control. We got a couple more notes in the live chat. Aiden Chan with a very simple what's up. And Marsha Buchanan and Ed, Alex Smagula's grandparents from Naples. Go Alec. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you are enjoying this broadcast so far. The first of many volleyball broadcasts on the docket this season. Brookline off to a good start here in the second set. Oops. Out of the timeout, Vaivars back on serve. Serve taken by Urbaez, set by Hune. Spike Urbaez blocked again. This time it's Gallucci. Luca Gallucci adds a block to his 3 kills. This serve taken awkwardly by Duong, chased down by Hune, but could not be followed up. That one I might call an ace as well. I think just maybe a little bit short, not sure. This serve taken by Stylianopoulos, followed up by Duong, but an illegal double hit on Duong. I think I'll give Vaivars that ace on the previous point. This serve received by Urbaez, and off the segmented ceiling, could not be followed up. Vaivars celebrating with some air guitar there, and I'm losing track of the points. The scoreboard says 10-1, so I was really falling behind on the points there. And I think we can count 2 aces in that set of points for Kristaps Vaivars. There was another serve right there on that last point that was not able to be followed up. And that's really sort of my measure for a service ace. If it's not really able to be followed up with a proper second hit, you know, that would be my mark for it. Serve, and that's another ace. No question about that one. Vaivars with his 3rd service ace, as that one just came off the hands wrong, and that one he sails long. But my goodness, would you look at this score? Brookline jumping out to an 11-1 lead before finally surrendering their second point of the set. This is night and day compared to the back and forth struggles of the first set. Brookline just seems to be so firmly in control right now. Kang Lee now going on serve for the Dragons. Serve received awkwardly, but followed up by Smagula. Tap by Christopher is blocked, but dug out by Gallucci. Christopher tried to hit it a second time, but went on the wrong side of the pole. (11-3) now. Lee back on serve. Off the net cord, but dug out by Tomer. Set by Smagula. Spike Christopher. No deflection there, just sailed long. And Brookline's got to be careful not to start falling back into some of the bad habits they had in the first set. This serve off the net cord again, and this time it drops in for an ace. First service ace of the day for the Dragons. This serve taken by Vaivars, set by Smagula. Spike Gallucci. Luca Gallucci delivers with another hard hit out of the middle, his 4th kill of the match thus far. And now Gallucci himself will go on serve. Serve received, sent over on one, back on one, but dug out, and they send it over. Smagula sets up for Vaivars, who sends it through several blockers for another kill. It's not just the immense power, it's the immense speed, the immense spin that Vaivars is able to put on these balls that he hits as he gets his 7th kill there. And this time the serve into the net. 13-6 now the score. As I neglected to mention that in the game for the first time for Brookline is number 18, Zach Spencer. Serve coming from number 8, Ethan Nguyen. Taken by Vaivars, set by Smagula. Spike Tomer, dug out by Nguyen, followed up by Duong, bumped over by Stylianopoulos, received by Bacon, set by Smagula. Christopher, the spike is blocked, recovered by Tomer, set by Smagula. Vaivars, the spike, dug out by Duong, followed up by Lee. A long spike is too long from Ugoji. And Brookline takes the point in a thrilling rally. You know, you always prefer to take a point with a hit rather than an opponent's miss. But when it's a long rally like that, you can take some pride in it no matter what. And we got some subs coming in for Brookline for the first time today. Number 23, Flynn Gumpel. And number 5, Alon Ingerman into the game, replacing Christopher and Smagula. Flynn Gumpel, a first-year varsity player for Brookline, getting a chance to play here in the season opener. Serve is dug out, set by Lee. Stylianopoulos the spike off the net cord, but received by Bacon, set by Gumpel. Tap over by Tomer, perfectly placed down the line. Amir Tomer just has such good court vision for where he wants to put the ball. We saw it in one that didn't count in the first set because he touched the net, but now he gets his first kill of the match there. This one sent into the net by Ugoji, and Brookline gets another point and gets a double-digit lead again, 16-6. Gumpel back on serve for the Warriors. Received by Duong, set by Lee. Spike Ugoji, and Ugoji gets the kill that time. Ugoji with his third kill of the match thus far, as Randy Lee comes in to go on serve for the Dragons. Taken by Bacon, set by Gumpel, tap over by Spencer. That one very close to missing the mark on the second hit, but Zach Spencer adjusting to his left hand. And hey, you know what? Maybe that was purposeful. It's hard for me to say from up top. Sometimes these guys have strategies in their head that I just don't see as an observer from up top. Tomer's serve taken by Duong, set by Lee. Spike Stylianopoulos through the blockers for a kill. Third kill for Teddy Stylianopoulos. 17-8 the score as Jarvis Hune checks back in for Latin Academy. Taken by Bacon, set by Gumpel. Vivars flies for it. It's my favorite type of spike kill. Hand to hardwood. Defense, no chance to even touch it. It's the most beautiful kind of shot you can see in volleyball. 8 kills now for Kristaps Vivars. And Bacon now on serve for the Warriors. The serve taken by Stylianopoulos, set by Hune, tap over by Lewis, received by Gumpel, followed up by Bacon, pushed over by Alpha Corey. Now set up for Lewis. His spike blocked, but dug out by Duong. Followed up by Hune. Pushed over by Stylianopoulos. Received by Ingerman. Set by Gumpel. Tap over by Alpha Corey. Dug out by Hune. Chased down by Duong. Pushed over by Nguyen. And they call an illegal hit on Nguyen. Double hit there. And Brookline takes the point. Bacon going back on serve. And this time his serve is long. The serve coming from Stylianopoulos. Received by Alpha Corey, set by Gumpel. Spike Gallucci missed it wide. (19-10) now the score. Brookline's still pretty firmly in control of things here in the second set. Serve taken by Tomer, set by Gumpel. Spike Ingerman, and he gets the deflection. Alon Ingerman with his first kill of the day and first kill of his senior season as Brookline reaches that magic number 20. Ingerman now on serve, and he gets an ace. Alon Ingerman with back-to-back point gets for Brookline. Now this serve taken by Stylianopoulos, Followed up by Hune, but kind of misplaced that second hit, too close to the net. That's the tough thing for a setter. You want to get it close to the net so your hitter can hit it from close, but you don't want it so close that the hitter can't hit it without touching the net. This serve taken off the net court by Duong, set by Hune. Spike deflected, dug out by Alpha Corey, pushed over by Bacon. Dug out by Stylianopoulos, set by Duong. Spike by Lewis, and Lewis gets the kill there. First kill of the day for Timmy Lewis. 22-11 the score. Serve is sent over on two by Flynn Gumpel. How about Flynn Gumpel, his first varsity season, and he's pulling off those tricky on-two hits to get his first varsity kill. Alpha Corey's serve dug out, set by Hune. Spike Nguyen drops in the corner. First kill for Ethan Nguyen. Makes it 23-12. Now Kang Lee back in to go on serve for the Dragons. Received by Bacon, followed up by Ingerman and bumped over by Gumpel. Received by Duong, set by Lee. Tap down from number 4, Brad Francois. And that serve into the net from Lee. And Brookline now with set point. As Zach Spencer checks back in, it'll be Luca Gallucci on serve for the Warriors. This serve received by Duong, set by Lee. Tap over by Ugoji, received by Tomer, set by Gumpel. Spike Alpha Corey is blocked, but blocked wide. Kais Alpha Corey ending that set with a backline spike that was blocked, but blocked wide, and Alpha Corey gets his second kill of the day as Brookline takes the second set convincingly, 25-13. So in this best of 5 volleyball match, Brookline now just one set win away from walking out of here with a season opening victory. During this break between the second and third sets, I'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. I'd like to tell you about the Brookline Food Pantry. The Brookline Food Pantry provides groceries to Brookline residents in need of food assistance. The pantry has been serving an average of 650 households each week, and they are always looking for more people willing to lend a hand, whether through monetary donations, direct food donations, or volunteers in the pantry. Food donations can be made at United Parish at 210 Harvard Street in Coolidge Corner on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monetary donations can be made online at the food pantry's website, brooklinefoodpantry.org. Go online or call 617-800-5339 for more information about how you can volunteer and help feed your community. Once again, that's brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339. And so Brookline really adjusted so well. I mean, in terms of the offensive numbers for Latin Academy, it was kind of similar to the first set. It was just that Brookline didn't commit nearly as many mistakes, and that found them perfectly in control. Unofficial stat counts from yours truly through the first 2 sets. Kristaps Vivars leading the way for Brookline. 8 kills, 3 aces, 1 block. Luka Galucci having a strong day. 4 kills, 1 block. Kais Alfakuri, 2 kills, 2 aces. Alon Ingerman, 1 kill, 1 ace. Connor Christopher, 1 kill, 1 block. Amir Tomer, 1 kill, 1 ace. Liam Raybold, 1 kill, 1 block. Alex Smagula, 2 aces, and again, probably plenty of assists that I'm just not able to keep track of. Zach Spencer and Flynn Gumpel with 1 kill each, and Gumpel also with some assists that I wasn't able to keep track of. For Latin Academy, Gabriel Ugoji and Teddy Stylianopoulos with 3 kills each. Brad Francois, Ethan Nguyen, and Timmy Lewis with 1 kill each. Kang Lee with 1 ace. Looks like Brookline will be coming in with its 3rd straight different starting set. We see Raybold back out there. We also see Ingerman. We see Spencer. We see Christopher. And we see Gumpel. And then we also see number 24, who wasn't listed on the roster I was given. So if anyone can help a guy out with identifying number 24 for Brookline, that would be much appreciated. Meanwhile, Will Kiger is number 24 for Brookline. Some helpful fans helping me out there. And the new libero for Brookline this set is number 50, a sophomore, Jacob Lamb. So we saw the older Lamb, Adam Lamb, playing as the libero in the first set. Now the younger Lamb doing it here in the third. Serve from Stylianopoulos, dug out by Lamb, set by Gumpel, spike Raybold, muscles through the blockers, but it's recovered by the Dragons. Roll shot over by Lewis, received by Lamb, set by Gumpel. Christopher the spike off the net cord, but dug out and could not be properly followed up. That was a weird point there, as it was hit, but just off the ceiling. I think we can give a kill there to Connor Christopher, his 2nd of the day. Serve received by Duong, set by Hune. Spike is dug out by Ingerman, followed up by Gumpel, and a long spike from Christopher, received by Stylianopoulos, and oh, an illegal double hit on the 2nd hit there by Duong. Not a kill that time, as that is an error on the defense, but another point off a hit from Connor Christopher. Gumpel the serve, received by Urbaez, set by Hune, Spike Lewis, blocked back, recovered, sent over on 1, received by Christopher, set by Gumpel, and Gumpel messes up with the double hit. You could see that one kind of slip off his hands with a more sideways trajectory. That was kind of a dead giveaway for the officials to call the double hit there. Now Duong on serve for the Dragons. This one received by Kiger and sent right back on 1 for the kill. That one delivered by Brad Francois. This serve dug out by Kiger, set by Gumpel, spike Christopher, and he sends it wide. You can see Brookline trying to get several players involved, develop some of their backups, you know, display their depth, but, you know, gotta be careful. There's still 1 set left to win to take the match. Serve from Duong, received by Kiger, set by Gumpel, spike Ingerman, and he sails it long. 2 straight spikes off the mark from Brookline. We saw a bit of this in the first set, and that ended up coming down to the wire. Brookline not wanting things to come down to the wire again here in the third set. Serve received by Lamb, chased down by Gumpel, bumped over by Lamb. Received by Duong, set by Hune, spike from Francois, sent over the net, and Raybould wins the battle at the net. Liam Raybould, after Brookline just barely gets it over, Raybould able to get a block on the attempted on-one hit there. This serve taken by Stylianopoulos, set by Hune, spike by Urbaez, and Urbaez gets his first kill of the day. Five to 3, the Latin Academy lead. This serve taken by Lamb, set by Gumpel, roll shot Kiger, received by Urbaez, set, tap over by Ugoji, received by Ingerman, set by Gumpel, spike from Raybould, dug out by Duong, and now set up a push from Urbaez was blocked back. I think it was Raybould again, but I'm going to check the replay. No, I think that might have actually, might not have been Raybould there, as this serve taken by Duong. Set up again, tap over, received by Kiger, set by Gumpel. Ingerman taps it over, dug out by Duong, followed up by Ugoji, but sent over on 2, received by Kiger, set by Gumpel. Spike Kiger is blocked, almost kept alive, but not quite, as Francois gets the block that time. Now Urbaez on serve. Received by Christopher, set by Gumpel. Ingerman the roll shot. Received by Urbaez. Set up for Ugoji. Sends the roll shot over. Taken by Christopher. Set by Gumpel. Christopher the spike. And Connor Christopher takes care of business there. That is 3 kills now for Connor Christopher. Has kind of just placed it in a bit of a spot where the defenders for Latin Academy got a bit confused. We got some regulars subbing back in for Brookline. Alex Magula and Kristaps Vaivars back on the floor. And I missed one first-time sub for Latin Academy. Number 14, Stephen Dow is on the floor for the Dragons. Serve received by Stylianopoulos, set by Dow, punched over by Ugoji, received by Smigula, set by Lamb, and out of reach for Kiger. Again, you know, you want the ball to be close to the net, but not too close. That time it was just a little too close. Randy Lee now on serve for Latin Academy. Received by Lamb, set by Smigula, spike Christopher, deflected, taken by Urbaez, but could not be followed up. And that'll be a ceiling-aided kill for Connor Christopher. As you can see, the wild change in trajectory there off the ceiling. 4 kills now for Christopher. Serve from Kiger, received by Urbaez, set by Dow, spike Stylianopoulos, kept alive, but Brookline could not get it over in 3 hits. Good efforts by Christopher and Spencer to try and keep that one alive, but just not enough. Now Jarvis-Sheehan on serve for BLA. Received by Lamb, set by Smigula. Vivars the spike. Oh, and they touched the net. That looks like it was set to become another kill for Vivars, but the defender touched the net before the ball could touch the hardwood, and so that doesn't go down as a kill, that goes down as an opposing error. Jacob Lamb on serve, received by Urbaez, set by Sheehan. Lewis misses it into the net, and we're tied up at 8. Lamb's serve, received by Duong, set by Sheehan, and just a missed timed jump there. Wait, what? Did they just give that point to Latin Academy? Did they say that one of the Brookline players touched the net? Okay. Color me confused on that point, but point to Latin Academy. This serve into the net. And I think I just heard someone from the Brookline bench say, "Ball don't lie." Channeling the great Rasheed Wallace on that one. Vivars the serve, dug out by Urbaez, set by Stylianopoulos. Spike Urbaez, received by Lamb, off the net, kept alive by Raybold, bumped over by Lamb. Now they set up for a spike, dug out by Lamb, set by Smigula. Spike Christopher deflected, received by Urbaez, set by Sheehan. Lewis the spike, and Lewis gets the kill. Second kill of the day for Timmy Lewis. Now Duong on serve for Latin Academy. Received awkwardly by Kiger, followed up by Vivars, and Kiger couldn't get that third hit right. 11-9, the Dragons lead the Warriors here in set number 3. Received by Kiger, followed up by Smigula. Roll shot Christopher, dug out by Sheehan, followed up by Duong. Spike by Lewis, sails long. Good watch by the Brookline backline, particularly by Kiger, the nearest defender. 11-10 now the score as Connor Christopher goes on serve. Taken by Stylianopoulos, set by Sheehan. Spike Lewis into the net. And it is all tied up at 11 apiece. We got another close set going here so far here in the middle stages. Christopher's serve can't get over. Latin Academy back in the lead, 12-11. Number 14, Stephen Dow, back in the game for the Dragons to serve. Received by Christopher, followed up by Smigula. Tap over by Kiger, but an illegal double hit on Kiger. Dow back on serve. And that one is a service ace. And we got another regular subbing back in for Brookline. Number 21, Amir Tomer, back in the game, replacing Kiger. Serve received by Lamb. Set by Smigula. Raybold fires. Liam Raybold with a powerful shot out of the middle for his second kill of the day. You could hear the BLA bench saying watch sub as in watch out for Tomer, but it was Raybold who delivered that one. As this one is sent wide by Urbaez. Brookline right back within 1 point as Raybold goes back on serve. Received by Duong, set by Dow, and spiked into the net. That set just not high enough for Francois, and we're tied at 14. This serve, received by Duong, set by Dow, punched over by Ugoji, received by Vivar, set by Smigula. Tomer, the spike is blocked wide. Brookline takes the lead as Amir Tomer gets his second kill of the day. And a timeout is called by Latin Academy. The Dragons did have some early momentum in this third set as Brookline was playing a lot of its backups to start the set with a comfortable 2-0 lead. But gradually, Brookline has been bringing in more and more of their regulars. Smigula and Vivars and Tomer, three of the team's top offensive weapons. And of course, they already had some of their stronger weapons like Christopher and Raybold in the game from the start of the set. But now, this very much looking like what we can expect Brookline's regular rotation to be as Raybold goes back on serve. This one received by Urbaez, set by Dow. Spike Francois is wide. BLA has also had a lot of problems with just missing their spikes. This serve taken by Duong, set by Dow. Spike Urbaez received by Christopher. He shouldn't have received that one. They got it over. The point is still live. The point is still live. It's still going. BLA trying to set up for another spike. It's deflected. Oh, and now Brookline can't keep it alive. What a chaotic sequence that was. It ends in a kill for Gabriel Ugoji, but Brookline getting some applause for just staying in that point as long as they did. Serve from Urbaez, received by Christopher, and Smigula sends it over on two, but it's dug out by Dow. Followed up by Duong. Roll shot, Stylianopoulos, received by Christopher, set by Smigula. Spike by Tomer down the line. Beautiful shot by Amir Tomer there as he collects his third kill so far today. Brookline up 17-15. Smigula now on serve, received by Stylianopoulos, set by Dow, and oh, miscommunication there. That one kind of went over Francois' head, and he didn't realize that he had Duong backing him up to just get that one over, and so he just kind of took a mad swing at it with his left hand. And Smigula, kind of a bad swing of his left hand there as he misses that serve. 18-16. Randy Lee now on serve for the Dragons. Received by Christopher, set by Smigula, tap over by Spencer, and it's blocked, but Brookline able to set things up for Vivars. Vivars just barely able to keep things alive off that initial block. Lamb right there to support him. and get the assist as Vivars collects his 9th kill of the day. Now Tomer on serve. Dug out by Duong, chased down by Dow, pushed, no, illegal double hit on the Dragons, and Brookline reaches that 20-point threshold with a 4-point lead as Latin Academy calls timeout. And it's a good timing for Boston Latin Academy head coach Nick Moan to call timeout, because like I said before, the psychology of that, reaching 20 points, it really starts getting to you, because it's like now, oh, you can see the finish line. If you're the team with 20 points, you see the finish line. If you're the opponent, you see the finish line for your opponent, and that starts to scare you. And then any point that you miss, any point that your opponent executes on, that's 1 point closer to losing the set, and you really feel it when it's this close. A new sub checking in for Brookline, number 2, junior Noah Martin, into the game for the first time as Brookline is trying to close this out in straight sets. Serve from Tomer into the net. Trying to go for the home run serve that time. And it did not work. Now on serve, Jarvis-Hewn. And he sails it long. Liam Raybold checks back in for Brookline as Jacob Lamb on serve. Received by Duong, set by Hewn, tapped down by Sada Sek for his first kill of the day. Went up for that one and just pushed it right down with his fingertips. 21-18. Stylianopoulos the serve, received awkwardly by Tomer, kept alive by Smigula, punched over by Raybold. Received by Duong, set by Hewn, spike is blocked back. I think that was Raybold. It might have been Vivars. I'm going to check the replay. Golly, I'm not sure. I think it was Raybold. Pushed over another block. And I think it was Raybold again. Brookline with back-to-back blocking points. That one was definitely Raybold, as I've got him now with 4 blocks today. Serve is received by Stylianopoulos, set by Hewn, long spike. Taken by Vivars, chased down by Smigula. Long spike, Vivars is dug out by Stylianopoulos, set by Hewn. This spike could not be blocked as Urbaez gets the kill. That's 2 kills today for James Urbaez. (23-19), Brookline just 2 points away from winning this match. Tri Duong on serve for the Dragons. Dug out by Tomer, set by Smigula. Raybold. Liam Raybold puts Brookline at match point with his 3rd kill of the day. Brookline now needs just 1 more point. Here we go. It'll be Noah Martin serving for the match. Received by Urbaez, set by Hune. Spiker Baez blocked. I do believe that was Alex Smagula on the block. Let's check that replay. And indeed, Alex Smagula with the block to finish things in straight sets. Happy birthday, head coach Lexi De La Cruz. Your birthday present is your first win as the head coach of Brookline High Boys Volleyball. Final score, Brookline 3 sets, Boston Latin Academy none. Set scores 25-22, 25-13, 25-19. And you can hear the players singing happy birthday to their coach. In celebration of their coach, what could be more special than to get your first win on your birthday? What a great way for Brookline to open the season. And strong performance from Brookline. They had some jitters in that first set, you know, and they were playing a lot of backups that, you know, made things a little, you know, touch and go at points in the first and third sets. But Brookline showed that when they got their best guys out there, they are firmly in control of things, and they took care of business to get it done in straight sets. Final unofficial stats by my count for today. I had Kristaps Vivars with 9 kills, 3 aces, and 1 block to lead Brookline. Liam Raybold finishing strong with 3 kills and a team-leading 4 blocks. Connor Christopher and Luca Gallucci each had 4 kills and 1 block. Kais Alfakuri with 2 kills and 2 aces. Amir Tomer, 3 kills, 1 ace. Alex Smagula, 2 aces, 1 block, and a whole bunch of assists as well. Alon Ingerman with 1 kill, 1 ace, and 1 block. Zach Spencer and Flynn Gumpel with 1 kill each, and Gumpel also had some assists to his name as well. For Boston Latin Academy, I had Gabriel Ugoji with 4 kills, Teddy Stylianopoulos with 3 kills, James Urbaez and Timmy Lewis with 2 kills each, Sada Sek with 1 kill, Brad Francois, 2 kills, 1 block, and Stephen Dow and Kang Lee with 1 service ace each. Well, that's going to do it. Good win for Brookline. They really showed off their depth in this win. We got to see a whole bunch of names rotating through, but we also got to see that, you know, Brookline's top rotation really can take care of business and dominate, you know, against this level of competition. You know, hats off to Latin Academy facing a higher division opponent and keeping things close in 2 of the 3 sets. Brookline improves to 1-0, while Boston Latin Academy falls to 0-1. And that is going to do it for this live stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Remember, if you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming sports live streams. I've got plenty of volleyball matches on the docket for this spring. You don't want to miss that. Thank you to all those who contributed in the live chat today. Remember, if there's anything you'd like to say after the live stream has concluded, you can say it in the description section down below. And you can also go in the comment section down below, I mean. But you can go down to the description section where you can find the link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry, and you can also find information about how you can donate to the Brookline High Boys Volleyball Booster Club. It's a little tricky, but if you follow the instructions there in the description section, where You click the link. You'll be taken to a form to fill out. In the drop-down menu on that form, you say that you're donating to boys volleyball. You fill out the form with how much you want to donate, and then you can send those donations in if you would like to support the program. Then you can also see down in the description section some information related to me. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or you can skip past all that and email me directly with any questions or requests that you may have, or any comments that you may have. And don't forget to follow me on social media on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. Final score, Brookline 3, Latin Academy 0. Set scores 25-22, 25-13, 25-19. From Schlentz Gym in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.